Hi, I'm Brian Van from sportbiketrackgear.com, and today we're going to do a video review on the all-new Bell Moto-9 off-road helmet. The first thing that we want to cover, right, is the emergency release cheek pad system. Shoei's done it, Arai's done it, they've done it different than Bell did it, and I got to tell you, the way Bell's engineered this in there, they're the winner in that game. They've done the best job with it, no doubt about it. We're going to show you how easy it is to pull those out. So if you happen to have a get-off, right, and the medical crew deems it necessary to do something out of the box to get your helmet off and not disturb your neck, this is going to be the easiest helmet out there to do that with. Side note, this also accepts the Eject helmet removal system. That's something that's required now in Supercross, and that's basically an air bladder that you can put in. It goes between the top pad of the helmet and the actual helmet EPS itself. A little cord comes out, a little tube comes out the bottom, they can inflate it with air, it pushes the helmet off your head. I gotta tell you though, with this Moto-9 and this emergency release cheek pad system and the fact that it's so efficient, I don't know you really need the eject system. So here we go. To get it off, there are two channels, right, two pockets that are stitched into the cheek pads. Essentially grab them, just pull like that. Okay, we started off and we showed you the emergency cheek pad removal system. They did an awesome job with it. I'm going to be honest with you, I've ridden in this quite a bit, okay? I'm not riding off-road dirt anymore, but I still love to ride my snowmobile, and I used to snowcross race a little bit. So I got used to riding a moto helmet with goggles, and I still do it that way. So I had one of these before they were released, and I put several days in it, and I love it. But I was skeptical with this whole, magnet cheek pad system. Is it going to be a problem? Are they going to move around when you take it on and off? Is there going to be an issue? It's absolutely not a concern whatsoever. I had the helmet on and off so many times, zero issues. So for any of you out there that are kind of wondering if this technology is really going to work out, it's not even a consideration. I got to tell you, if something happens and you're riding a moto and you come off and you ring your bell, you're knocked out, and the crew needs to get your helmet off, right? And they suspect a neck injury. This is the best helmet to have, I think, in that case, because it's so easy for them to use, and it's so clearly marked, right? They didn't hide the release system. It says right here, screen printed on the pockets that are stitched to these cheek pads, pull to remove. Anybody could figure that out, okay? And especially once these, get out into the market a little bit, all the track workers are going to know, and the emergency workers will be really clear. Let's focus on the helmet itself. 3.6 pounds in a size medium on our digital shipping scale, fully dressed. Let's give you a nice 360. All the detail you see on the shell is molded right into it. Bell Easton, part of that is a composite company, right? And they're leveraging all their technology, everything they've learned, and they're employing it in their helmets. And man, you gotta love the way this thing looks. It's so clean by having everything molded right in. Once again, give you a look at the interior. Love the pinstriping, nice moisture wicking stuff. Runs really consistent in sizing. If you know you're a medium, pull the trigger, order a medium, it's going to fit you fine, okay? The head form is really intermediate oval, and what that means is it's going to fit 90+% of us perfect, spot on. One of the things I liked about it the most was how comfortable it was. You didn't even know you had a helmet on. It was phenomenal. Totally invisible once you have it on. It fits that good and it works that good. I can't really comment too much on the ventilation because remember when I was using it, it was really cold out, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day there, you really don't need any ventilation in the wintertime, but it was definitely cold, so I'd have to say the ventilation is probably pretty effective. We're going to show you how some of that works here in a minute. Stability at speed. When you're on the snowmobile, that's something, we like to get it out there, and you get up to the triple-digit speeds. Pretty easy to do on a sled, right? And with some of the other moto helmets I've ridden in, I've noticed that, the peak likes to catch the wind and really give you some drag backwards. The way they've designed that here on the Moto-9, there's plenty of cutouts, right, to channel the air and allow it to escape. So I didn't really notice any really hard tugs backwards, so I appreciated that for sure. The peak's adjustable, right, up and down. Okay, so if you're getting roosted, right, you want to bring it down so it's easier to tip your head and block some of that. You can do that easily, or you don't have to loosen anything up. They use a combination of these metal screws, a little chrome plating, and then underneath there's a rubber washer, so it holds it in place firmly so it's not you know, flopping around, you can snug these up a little bit if you need to kind of hold it in place a little bit better. Built-in roost guard right there too, which is definitely nice. Let's give you a look at this cheek pad removal system. Can I kind of do this right here on camera? Get nice and tight, Josh. Just simply grab it right here. Just pulls right out. I'd like to point out that molded into the backing plate of this cheek pad, you have these ridges. Okay, here's your magnets, and then you have these ridges. They slide into channels. The thing reinstalls like that, and it doesn't move around at all when you're pulling the helmet on or off. Okay, so they really hit the mark here. They spent a lot of time working on this. Hit a total home run, and to put it back in, that's it. That's how hard it is. Just slide it right in place. Pull them out. The chin strap covers are removable, right? Same moisture wicking stuff there. It's got the magnifusion technology. Once you've got the strap done through the D-rings, just go ahead, get a magnet, pulls the remainder right into place, holds it there, keeps it there, doesn't come loose, and end up beating you on the neck. Very nice technology. They're using this in the Star helmet, and they're pretty much throughout the range. I think the only one that doesn't have it is the Arrow, but that's phenomenal. Okay, to remove the top pad, got a couple of snaps here in the back, 2 snaps in the front. Once again, high quality. Because remember, with a moto helmet, you're going to take this thing apart and put it back together over and over and over again. Because when you're out there, you're riding, you're getting dirty, you're getting sweaty. You need the ability to clean this, right, and maintain it. Let's say that you're one of those guys, you pick up a spare liner, right, so you can swap it out. It's really easy to swap this liner. So if you're rotating to clean one in during a race weekend, easy to do. Here's a look at the top pad. Tons of quality. Very nice product. There is actually a note right on the cheek pads. Hand wash this only. Don't throw this thing in the dryer. Okay, mild detergent. Hand wash it. Let it sit there and air dry. I'm going to try and give you a look at the ridges, the channels inside the EPS. Does that look pretty good, Josh? Tons of channeling to manage airflow in this thing. And then you can clearly see at the very top where this is able to accept the eject system. That's something that's required now in Supercross, right? My opinion is, for most riders, if it's not required in your race organization, I don't think you need it, because the emergency cheek removal system is so good, so efficient. I think it kind of made that obsolete. That's my opinion. Ventilation, obviously up here in the chin, Venturi effect there. Exhaust here, exhaust vent screened and molded into the shell. Gotta love all these cool details in the shell. Back here, to remove the peak, just lift up the edge on the screw, loosen it up. There's a rubber washer underneath. Same thing on both sides. Replacement peaks are available if you need them. Get into a decent enough rack, it happens. Then there is a little locator pin that pops into the shell, like so. Give you a closer look at the ventilation up here in the front. The eye port's nice and wide. I didn't have any issue with the goggles that I was wearing. They fit in there just right. Comes with a great helmet bag too, just like the Star does, right? Nice zippered helmet bag. Soft interior, keeps your helmet looking good. It's got some ventilation ports at the bottom. All in all, what do we think? Bell's kicking ass right now. They're back big time. Their power sports division is just killing it. Their products are phenomenal. They're sponsoring our AMA race team and riding their stuff. It's just a great product, period. I'm Brian Van from SportBikeTractor.com. This is the all-new Moto-9 off-road helmet from Bell.